Hey, so how can you get a mortgage in Dubai? What's the requirements required, generally speaking? Are there different kind of mortgages? Yes, there's conventional mortgages in the market, and there are Islamic mortgages available in the UAE market as well. I personally would recommend that you go the Islamic route. I just feel that the banks are nicer. For you, even if you're non-Muslim, they are open. You can actually go and get an Islamic mortgage for yourself. All right, guys. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty and the background on what's the rules, regulations, and what or how you might be eligible. Show reel first. All right, guys, welcome back. So how might you go about in the market getting an Islamic mortgage, and how does it vary or is different from a conventional mortgage in the market, okay? Now, the conventional mortgage is when you're going out into the market, the bank becomes, you become the owner, whereas the bank becomes just the lender of money. Whereas an Islamic mortgage, what ends up happening is the bank owns the property, becomes the lessor to you, and you become a lessee for the time period of when you are paying off your mortgage. And then that rent that you pay the bank actually goes towards building your equity into the property. And once you've paid that off, you become the full owner as well. So there's a slight difference. In an Islamic mortgage, the bank is not lending you money. They're actually buying a house and renting it to you. As you pay, you become the owner. Whereas a conventional mortgage, they actually are lending you money. I personally favor the Islamic mortgages. In my personal opinion, if I've ever had to take out a loan or an installment on any product in Dubai, I've found that Islamic banks are nicer. They don't charge penalties, so on and so forth. But you got to check the market and see what's the current latest update. All right, guys, listen. First of all, if you were getting a mortgage in Dubai, you would need, and the rules are pretty much the same for an Islamic mortgage or a conventional mortgage. By the way, if you want to buy a property, there is a link below. Hit it, click it. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon. You can only get a mortgage in the Dubai market, and these are central bank regulations on properties which are ready. That's the general rule. Can you get money from a bank for non-ready properties? Yes, but there are very exceptions. You've got to really talk to the bank and see what they'll be able to do for you. I'm not going to be speaking about that in this video, okay? Because the general rule is the property needs to be ready with a title deed, okay? With a title deed issued, okay? Number two, what percentage money can you get from the bank, or how much money will the bank put into the property specifically for an Islamic mortgage, okay? Let's make this bigger because I'm pretty sure you can't see this. The rules slightly vary. So now I'm going to tell you what was before and how it has changed now. If you are a UAE citizen, the bank would pay up to 80% of the price of the property. So for a 1 million dirham property, the bank would pay 800,000 for a UAE citizen, whereas the UAE citizen just has to pay 200,000. If you're a UAE resident but not a UAE citizen, it used to be 75%. And if you were a non-resident, it used to be 50%. This has changed in recent years, like the last couple of years. I'm not sure where the UAE citizen thing has gone. Maybe this has gone to 85%. Now, if you're a UAE resident, the bank will give you 80%. So this would have gone up to 85%. And this has, I think, now gone up to 60% as a non-resident, okay? So things are improving, but we're not at that stage where you just pay 5% and move into the property, okay? So this is what you can expect. On a million dirham property, what the bank would actually lend you out, or what the bank would pay in as share of the property. Okay, so about 80%. Okay, if you're UAE resident. Eligibility. Who becomes eligible to get a mortgage? Right. Number one, if you are a UAE resident, you need to show 3 months of salary certificate if you are employed. If you're in a business, it has to have especially if it's a self-employed business, it should be operational for the last 5 years. So you can't just open a business, stop paying yourself, and then go to a bank, try to get an Islamic mortgage and be like, okay, wow, I can get one. No, you got to be actually, a business should be 5 years 5 years operational. And beyond that, the business not just has to be 5 years operational, but it also has to have the three. If you're not a business owner, you're employed somewhere, not just, but you're employed, bless you, then it's 3 months of salary. As a non-resident, they would look at your international assets, okay? So they would look at your international assets and then talk to you with regards to how much money you have internationally. There is one particular rule that I want to elucidate for you guys, okay? So if this is now done, I'll just make this slightly smaller here, okay? And I'll move this here, okay? So that's the process, right? So this rule I want to talk about here is 50%, okay? So if you are salaried and you've got other liabilities like a credit card, car loan, personal loan, and let's say you make about 50,000 dirhams. Okay, let's not say 50,000 dirhams. Let's say 100,000 dirhams monthly. 50% of that can go towards servicing your personal loan or car loan or your home loan, so on and so forth. The bank, because of the central bank's rule, will not allow you to service any loan or an amalgamation of loans if it goes above 50% above your salary. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, that's another rule over here. What are the extra costs? Okay. Hold on. Before we get to the extra costs, let's talk about process. Okay. So in process, you've got two ways. You can go straight to a bank. All the banks are advertising mortgages, so on and so forth. The Islamic banks would be Dubai Islamic Bank, Abu Dhabi Islamic Bank. And then the conventional banks also have Islamic windows. So Mashriq will have an Islamic window. Standard Chartered will have an Islamic window. There is Emirates Islamic Bank and so on and so forth, okay? Or you can approach a consultant. Now, in my personal opinion, I think you should choose a consultant because they will guide you through the operational side of the documentation that needs to come in play, right? Plus, there'll be after-sales service. Whereas the bank has very aggressive young salespeople who have targets. They're going to, obviously, they get paid after the entire loan gets disbursed, but they are so busy, whereas a consultant, I find they're going to help you. I would even pay the extra money if you needed to. Just pay the extra money to a consultant to actually get their benefit, okay? Last but not the least, what are the extra costs when you're trying to get an Islamic mortgage, okay? Very simple. You're going to have to pay 2,500 dirhams to 3,000 dirhams for an evaluation fee of the property and a one-person loan, okay? A one-person fee on the loan amount. This gets paid, okay? That's the general fee. And then there's insurance and so on and so forth, which are less, okay? But these are the main fees. The rest of the fees are pretty much lower, okay? So that gives you a holistic view of how you might be able to understand how mortgages work. As I told you, Islamic or conventional, there isn't a difference between the rules and regulations. I recommend getting an Islamic mortgage. I just find the banks are easier, nicer sometimes to deal with, okay? Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and bell icon if you want to work with me. There is a link below. Ask me a question in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. Ciao for now. Hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you liked it. My name is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 15 plus years. I started in Toronto, Canada in 2006, and since 2007 I've been based in Dubai and doing real estate in Dubai. Look, if you're looking to work with me, there's a form below and my mobile number. I do paid consulting. You can also get help from my team for services. If you like the video, press the like button, press the subscribe and the bell icon, and share it with your friends who you feel would be able to benefit from the content of this video. Last but not the least, I'll repeat, me and my team's role is always going to be to help and select the best property for you. Your role will be to invest in that property, and we will in turn invest in your life and your future. Bye for now.